So Piggy INtercity has been practically been in the works for about 3 to 4 years now. And finally, it is said that they are going to be releasing it this March, though I doubt it will, but anyways, I wanted to go through everything lore-wise because all of the videos are outdated, or talk about game mechanics, but today I am going to analyze the 3 trailers, theorize on them and on what could have happened to many characters. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin with talking about the first trailer, the one with the infected guy. During the trailer we first see a destroyed city, and the sounds of bombers bombing the area, and then we see a guy, a tall skinning, clipspringer, who seems out of breath and is dragging himself towards rubble, and then we see the cure, but before he can reach it, he turns fully infected. Now when it comes to analyses, there are 3 points to talk about. Firstly, that we can see that Avalia, or Lucella, isn't in a peace state at all. There are conflicts just as Tio said for the cure. Secondly, that this infected actually has lore. When we look at him, he doesn't look normal at all. He is infected but he can control and even talks. He does repeat something like, help my brother, help my brother. Now what is this significance, is that I believe that he could be a test subject. It makes sense, and the place he was being tested on was bombed, so a few people like him managed to escape. The reason he is dragging himself is that he knows he is turning but knows that there must be a cure somewhere. But he finds it, but it is too late as he turns and couldn't save himself. So yes, there are people who are tested to create another cure. And lastly, I theorize that this guy may have soon a relation on Ms. P whereabouts, because we know that someone, or a group, located her and took her in for some more testing. That's it for the first trailer. Now when it comes to the second trailer, nothing really important occurs other than the fact that we are introduced to Kitty and the Liberators. Nothing more, so I won't waste your time on it. For the last trailer, there is a lot that we can see, but I already analyzed it in a Saparte video, so check it out. But if we take a look at lore-wise, we can indefinitely see a lot of ideas. Like for starters that we may be killing other survivors, as shown in the screen, and that infected are indeed getting more and more durable, like you now need a bazooka to kill one. Other than that, no lore involvement. Now let's talk about the characters. If we talk about the Safe Place members, the people on screen, well, they are locked. Now not because of the insolence or because to be tested on, but simply because they had the cure and Sergeant Monroe wanted it, and didn't want them to interfere. Now the big question is, will they return? No and yes. No, probably not in INtercity in the beginning, but they may be able to be rescued by us, the survivor, later on in INtercity, so yeah. So what about Zizzy? Well, we know nothing about. She was simply borrowed by, I guess, Mr. Stitchy. Why though is still unclear, but I can guess that to prevent Tio from getting more power and help. It makes sense. Willia and Tigre have been multiple times added to the after credits, so what could have happened to him, you may ask? Well, the last thing we know is that they are fully aware of the development of the infected and how they are getting smarter. They are, as they say, in a room, and that they even mention how they want to move out of the room into somewhere else. So they are probably going to be going on adventures. And maybe we could see them in INtercity. It is very important to note that most of their lore will be in Piggy Misfits. For those who don't know, it is a game made by Wizard Watch Studios as a collab with Minitoon to continue to talk about their adventures. Lastly, we have Monroe, and yes, he is a huge part of Piggy. Let me explain. You see, he betrayed the player and the Safe Place members and locked them up so that he can take the cure and utilize it. Not only to cure it, but found a way to multiply it and is actually using it for trade, and I think that he is the leader of the capital. And he will most probably play a huge role in INtercity, I believe. We also have the TSP Mimibers and Giraffe, who are now known as the Liberators, and they are kind, and help those in need as seen in the trailer. Other than that, we know nothing about them. That is all the lore we know. I am genuinely excited for INtercity as it will be releasing in the next couple of weeks. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's 80 Bro, peace.